I need to know what happens. I need to know what happens because the way that the first book left off, I was like, why? Why does it have to end here? Hello book besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey and I like to read a little bit. Today's video is one that I am a little bit scared of and I also don't know why I'm sitting like this. We're gonna move. Now that we are sitting in a decent position, we're gonna be talking about all the series that I am in the middle of or have just started that are either finished or unfinished and if I will or will not be continuing them. I'm also going to tell you a little bit about them as we go. I am terrified because I am notorious to who? I have no idea, but I'm notorious to myself, I guess, for starting series that are unfinished and then getting burnt out before they are completed, and then I just never finish them. It's a red flag of mine, I know. It has been such a long day, I'm so ready to talk about books with you guys, so let's just get right into it, okay? I made a list. First up, we have, and do not yell at me for this, okay? We are starting off on a note that is not so great, a look for myself. Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. Look, here's the thing about this one, okay? I started this series when like book 3 was out, I think. I was in the trenches with these freaking cliffhangers, okay? And the only book I have left in this entire series, I've read all of the, what is it? The Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac. I only have the final book left in this series to read. And I just don't want it to end. Am I currently reading Neverkeep at this exact moment in time? Yes. Don't yell at me. I will get there. I guess that answers the question for you. I will be finishing this series. It's just a matter of when I can muster up the courage to say goodbye to these characters because they are beloved. I love them with everything in me. If anyone was wondering who my favorite MMC in the series is, Lance and Darius are my favorite in this series. Ruthless Boys, Gabe is my favorite. If you haven't read Zodiac Academy yet, why? There are two twins, Tori and Darcy, who grew up in the human world and all of a sudden one day, Lance Orion drops in and he's like, hey, you are the long lost queens of the Fae realm, Solaria. You're coming with me and you're gonna go to this magical school, learn all about everything and then rule. And there are 4 heirs that have been supposed to ascend to like the government, the throne, instead of the twins because the twins were lost or dead, so everybody thought. And it goes from there. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's like the bare bones of it in the first book. In a very chaotic way, I will absolutely be finishing Zodiac Academy. I need to read it this year. This is one that I just read, Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. It's the Legendborn Cycle. There are 3 books out so far. The series is unfinished. The 3rd book is Oathbound. That is the only one that I haven't read yet because I'm scared. This has the potential to be, no, it doesn't have the potential. It is in my top 5 YA fantasy series of all time. But this is so good and so unique. It's basically like take the Knights of the Round Table, pass their souls down their family lines with the magic that they held to fight off demons and give them to their descendants so that they can continue and they create this whole secret society that fights off the demons. That's the magic system of it. Bree, our FMC, she is such a good FMC. Her character growth from book 1 to book 2 is absolutely insane. I will be talking more about my review of this series in my wrap up that I will post next week. But as of right now, just know I will absolutely be continuing this. I read books 1 and 2, still need to read book 3. Terrified of Oathbound. I know it's gonna hurt me. This is a yes. The Addicted Calloway series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Y'all know, I've told y'all, I hated this book, this first book, whenever I first started this series. Didn't think I was ever gonna read it again. Bestie Larry convinced me to continue, and here we are. And I will absolutely be finishing this series. I only have 3 books left, I believe. I did write it down. Let's see. I have Fuel the Fire, Long Way Down, and Some Kind of Perfect left. So 3 books. Very excited about finishing this series, but also I needed a break. For me, whenever I read a series like this that is so long and has all these interconnected books following different characters and all that, I like to take breaks because if I don't, I will get burnout. And the mood reader in me she tells me what to do. This is a yes. I will be finishing this. I just don't know when. Another series with only 1 book out, but so good. Book 2 comes out in November, I believe. Heavenly Bodies by Imani Iriyu. This was a 5-star for me. I had so much fun while reading this. This is everything a romantasy should be and more. If you're wondering, Bailey, when are you gonna stop talking about Heavenly Bodies? The answer is never. This is romantasy. Whenever someone asks me, what's a romantasy book? This is the first book that comes to mind. I adore this book and these characters. This is celestial magic. The stars are the gods in this world. Our FMC is snarky. There's banter, there's action action, there's twists and turns and plot twists, and I already said twists, and all of the things, and love. And yes, there's a little bit of spice. A little bit of spice. So yeah, I'll be continuing this series. If book 1 tells me anything, I'm going to love all of them, which is high praise, but I have confidence in Amani Iriyu. So at least there's that. So this is a yes. The Fated Fixation Duet by H.C. Dolores. The first book in this one is Limerence. I read this earlier this year. This is a dark romance duet, and the second book comes out in July. So you bet your ass I'm going to be finishing this. I do not know why more people are not talking about this. If you want to dip your toes into dark romance, I think this is a good place to start, if I'm being totally honest. If you want to know what the hype is around like a psychopathic MMC who's all about her, but you want it to be more of a slow burn and for the plot to really plot, Limerence is going to be the book for you. I need to know what happens. I need to know what happens, because the way that the first book left off, I was like, why does it have to end here? This was so good. Of course I'm gonna be finishing it. And if you haven't read it yet, I think you should. The Witchwalker series by Carissa Weeks. This is book 1. I have read books 1 and 2. I haven't read the novella. Here's the thing about this one. If you haven't watched any of my other videos of me talking about this book, I soft DNF'd this book twice. I just needed the tandem. That's all I needed in order to finish the book. Book 1 is good. Book 2 is great. I really enjoyed City of Ruin. I will be finishing this series. This isn't as high priority. I'm not like chomping at the bit. I feel like I was whenever I finished it, but I've kind of like, it's worn off a little bit. I'm really glad that I'm saving the novella so that I can get hyped up about the next book again whenever it's time. See? I think things through. This video is a little bit chaotic. And then we have the Espriian Trilogy by Greenwich and Lennox. This is Riftborn book 1, Duskbound is book 2, which I have and I will be reading soon. I will be continuing this series. So basically this is romantasy with more plot than spice. I think I rated this at 3.75. I enjoyed it. I wasn't obsessed with it, but I am hearing from people that Duskbound will make me obsessed with this series. I will be reading that very soon. It's on my high priority TBR, Duskbound is. Yeah, this is a yes. Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. Of course I'm gonna be finishing this series. This is book 1 in a series. It is a why choose Greek mythology fantasy romance. This was my first 5-star of the entire year. I am a hoe, an absolute deviant for anything Greek mythology related. I actually don't know how many books it's going to have in it, but I'm here for it. I highly recommend this audiobook, by the way, if you haven't listened to it. It is so good. It is so funny. She's just a girl. She's just like us. The FMC is just like us. Greek mythology and fantasy romance with a bunch of hot men that are growly and bully and rude. Hello. I love that. The Hollow Boy series by Monty J. This is a dark romance, interconnected standalone series, but I would say you need to read these in order, even though they are technically interconnected standalones that follow all different characters. I have read books 1 and 2. The names kind of confuse me a little bit, so I can't remember the names. One of them is The Truth We Burn. That's book 2. The Lies We Steal. Is that book 1? I think so. The Lies We Steal and The Truth We Burn. I have read those. This one's a maybe. Okay, we've had guesses up until now. This one is a maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna continue this series. It's kind of like a palate cleanse series for me. I really liked book 2. Book 1 was good. I don't know if I'm going to love books 3 and 4 as much because they both follow the same characters, I think, right? Maybe? Is there 5 books in this series? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna continue. It's definitely not high priority for me, so we will see. The House of Devils series by Kayla Edwards. You already know the answer to this if you've been following along with my reading journey this past year. Abso-freaking-lutely, I'm going to continue this series. This is God tier potential, okay? I haven't decided if it is God tier yet, but Darian Castle, the MMC in this book series, he is on my top 10 book boyfriends list, and I love him. I love him. He's so baby girl. This is urban fantasy romance. They're thick books, but they are so worth it. They are on Kindle Unlimited. I'm absolutely obsessed with this series. The way that the 3rd book left off made me physically ill. I was spiraling. There is so much bad coming for them in book 4. I believe this is going to be a 5 or 6 book series. I'm not sure, but I'm here for it. This is everything that I want in an urban fantasy romance. It's got a bodyguard trope in the first book. Our FMC is soft girl. She's not like badass FMC like we're so used to. And a lot of people get annoyed with her, and I get it because I got annoyed with her too, but I love her. Loren's just a girl. And Darian Castle, is that guy, and he will do anything for his woman. If you are looking for a fantasy book series with a Morticia and Gomez type of love, this is going to be the book series for you. I'm telling you right now, this man is so down bad for her. It actually pains me in the best way. I love them so much. Anyways, yeah, I'm definitely going to be finishing this. The Legacy series by Melissa K. Rorick. We have one book left in this series, guys. This is God tier. This is a God tier series for me. If you are not a fan of character growth, like if you don't like having to wait for the characters to grow and to watch them grow, you're not gonna like this. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Because the characters are infuriating, but they get so much better, okay? Tessa, our FMC in the series, is such a bad bitch. I love her. I love her so much. Oh my God. All of the characters in this series make me feral. Every single one of them, okay? I love them. The women are powerful and badass, and the men are growly and grumpy, but also protective and so down bad, and we love them, and they would all do anything for each other. The way that book 3 ended, again, just like in House of Devils, ripped my soul out of my body, and I need to know what is going to happen. And we only have one book left, so yeah, I'm gonna chill out for a second and breathe. That just got me really fired up. I'm so excited for the end of the series. I love them so much. Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. This is book 1 in what I believe is a duet, but don't quote me on that because I could be lying to you on accident, okay? The way that this book left off, I was so confused in the best way. It was so good. And for those of you who say that there is not foreshadowing in this book, there is. Go to the library scenes. Thank you, Emmy, for pointing that out to me. This is such a unique fantasy romance. There are 2 warring kingdoms, basically the water people and the land people, and they hate each other. There's an annual market where all of the soon-to-be guards go visit the land people. The water people visit the land people. And there is a very, very thin treaty between these 2 peoples. And our FMC breaks it. Yeah, it starts there. It's very, very good. I still think about the whiskey glass scene. And if you know, you know. If you don't, read it and find out. I was obsessed with this. I inhaled this book. Absolutely. I'm going to be finishing this series. You can't stop me. The Ashen Series by Demi Winters. The first book is The Road of Bones. I'm going to say no. I really enjoyed book 1. I remember next to nothing about this book at this point. It has been a long while since I read book 1, and I said I was going to go straight into book 2. I wasn't in the mood, and then now it's just gone. I've heard that book 2 is so good. Maybe in the future I will, but as of right now, I'm not going to continue this series. But like I said, I've heard amazing things, so if you want to read it, it is a Viking fantasy with found family and all the things, multiple POVs. Very, very good. I do recommend it. I just don't think I'm going to finish the series because I can't remember much of book 1. And I feel like this is the type of fantasy series where you would have to remember. Like I would have to do a reread. I couldn't just jump back in, you know? That's my bad. The Crucible Series, The Games Gods Play is book 1 by Abigail Owen. This is Greek mythology. Trials. The FMC gets chosen by Hades to participate in this trial where every single Olympian god chooses someone to fight for them. And whoever wins, whoever their god is that chose them, that's the god that gets to rule Olympus for the next 100 years. Well, Hades has never chosen someone, and this year he did. And he chose our FMC, and they have banter. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are tired of books with trials. I love it. I will be reading the rest of the series, hopefully. I will definitely be reading book 2. Book 2 is going to tell me if I'm going to continue this series indefinitely. If the first book has trials, the second book has the potential to flop. If the bones of the story are not enough to keep readers' attention, then after the book with trials, it's just like, well, what now? So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm nervous to see where this goes. I don't know if I'll be finishing the entire series, but I'm definitely going to read book 2 to find out. The Bewitched Series by Laura Thalassa. Books 1 and 2 are out. Book 3 is going to be a novella going back in time. And that is what I'm most excited for. I was absolutely frothing at the mouth for a book where they go back in time, okay? Because it gives the mummy, the time period of the mummy, whenever they were alive, when the mummy was alive. Yeah, that's what it gives. Our MMC is basically the mummy, but alive. He's been in a tomb for years and years and years, and our FMC accidentally unlocks that tomb. She's a witch, and it goes from there. This is like a trashy fun romantasy, in my opinion. The writing isn't the best, but the story is just fun. Like, if I want something that's not that serious and I don't really have to think hard about, and I want to giggle and also have some spice, this is gonna be it. Memnon, our MMC, he's obsessive and I love him. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this series. I'm excited for it too. The Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole. You bet your ass I'm finishing this series. This series is so good. Diana, the FMC in this series, is one of my favorite FMCs of all time. I love when our FMC is the morally gray one, okay? And Sam Keogh had me turning my head in book 3 quite a bit. He is turning a little bit morally gray for his woman. This is such a good fantasy romance series. The plot, the way that it ripped my heart out just to put it back in, and then ripped it out again just to put it back in, and then ripped it just a little bit more and then put it back in. Amber is playing with our emotions, and I am very, very excited for book 4. I will absolutely be finishing this one, okay? Absolutely. I just want more of Diana. I want to date Diana. I love Diana. I will read anything with Diana in it. The Obsidian Order by Morgan Bridges. The first book is Vicious Secret. Let's see. I enjoyed this when I first read it. I didn't love it. I liked it. Not enough to continue the series though. I believe this is a duet. Dark romance, secret society. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I just don't have a care to continue. I needed more depth to the characters. I feel like there wasn't that much depth to them. The Curse of Ophelia series by Nicole Platania. Yes, I will be finishing this series. I love this series. Now, there is a novella that I still need to read and a full book that I still need to read. I've only read books 1 through 3. I need to jump back into it, but I still think about these characters. I don't think I need to reread anything. A badass FMC, descendants of angels that are warriors, okay? Found family that is to die for, a morally gold MMC. All right, he is everything, and he loves her so much. If any of that sounds interesting to you, you should read it, but I'm definitely gonna be finishing this series. So good. Fantasy romance, wonderful. Now this one, there's a reason, but I mean, there is a reason for all of these, but this one, there's a very specific reason. The Bleeding Heart series by Dylan Page. Books 1 and 2 of the Torment Duet are in my God tier because they destroyed me. And anything that destroyed me like that and that I still think about years later is absolutely God tier. I don't think I have the mental or emotional capacity to finish the series. I know there's like 3 books left in the series. The characters in these books, their story is over. I don't think I can read about the rest. Okay, I know people are gonna yell at me for that, but I don't think I can. So, no. The Trial of the Sun Queen series by Nisha J. Tooley. I think this is the Artifacts of Urano series, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. It's finished, by the way. This is a finished series. Books 3 and 4 are the ones that I still need to read, but I really enjoyed this when I read it. This is like The Bachelor meets fantasy romance. The first line of this book is, "That bitch took my soap." That bitch took my soap. I say that every time. That caught my eye, okay, whenever I was looking at the book to buy. And I was like, I like you. I like this girl. Yeah, it's good. I will be finishing this. It's not on high priority to finish, but I want to finish this series. Maybe it should be on high priority. I really liked this. The Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. It's gonna be a no for me.
It's definitely a no for me, though.
Here's the thing. I read books 1 through 3, loved Kate Eaton, loved Kate Eaton. That man was so fine, but cowboy romance just isn't my thing, and I don't think I'm gonna like the rest of the series, and I don't think I should pick up a book that I don't think I'm gonna like. That's just how I feel. I live in Texas. There are cowboys here. I don't want to read about it. You know what I mean? It's just like one of those things. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna finish this series. I'm so sorry. I may read Wild Love though eventually, because I've heard that's not really cowboy, so we'll see about that. And then last but not least, Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Y'all know. Y'all already know. I am so gonna finish this series, okay? Book 1 is the only one that's out. Book 2 comes out this year. This year, 2025, book 2 comes out. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I loved Kingfisher. Saying his name makes me want to throw up because I hate that name. But the character is everything. This is classic romantasy, and it was so funny. Carry On carried this book. Carry On carried. I can't wait. I want more Carry On. I want more Kingfisher. I want more Saris. I want more all of them, and I adore them. And I can't wait to reread this on audio format before the next book comes out because I'm gonna need a refresher. This is an absolute yes. I don't know how many books or series that was. That was quite a few. I'm embarrassed. I hope you're not judging me too harshly now. I know I probably forgot some. That's my bad if I did. What are some series that you guys are or won't be finishing? Are you going to be continuing some of these? Are you not going to be continuing some of these? I want to know everything. Tell me everything. I thought that talking about all of the series that I'm in the middle of would hold me accountable. It will force me to continue some of these like that I had forgotten that I still need to read and finish and everything. So let's hope that happens. I was getting a little overwhelmed. Okay, I am so bad about starting a series and not finishing it. I need to stop. We're gonna stop that. Anyways, this was very, very chaotic and I apologize for that, but I just love talking to you guys, okay? And for some reason, I always do it when my meds have worn off. So you're just getting the true, unfiltered version of me, which is very chaotic and scattered and all over the place. And I apologize, but I love you. Oh my God, I just showed my age by doing that. How did they do it now? Oh, that's embarrassing. I hope that you guys had a great reading week. I will be posting my wrap up next week, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all of the things. I love you guys, and I will see y'all next week.